YouTube, what's up? We're talking about our sleeping conditions here, our sleeping quarters. Really, we look into it, we should be sleeping alone, or all one, that's what alone really is. And we shouldn't be sleeping on springs. In general, couches, any furniture really, is really unnecessary. Maybe one chair in the home, or one chair per person per room, maybe. But the couches and the beds just soak up dead energy and just hold it in there, and then if you're sleeping and going through different energies, it's all held there. And then the springs are a block for dreams, and of course the radiation from springs because it's metal and everything radiates. So in general, furniture is something that is killing us all. It's destroying our posture. Um, there are more expensive beds that you can use that will be better than other beds, but we look at it, flat surface or a surface that doesn't give so much to where our back is uh, torqued out of alignment all the time, that would be a better surface for more days out of the week than sleeping on springs and garbage like that. Because you got to realize that, well, in general, people sleep. The position of sleep is incorrect, and of course, if you're sleeping on your stomach, then you most likely have some sort of a backed up food situation here, to where you sleep on your stomach, and then the pressure is better for you to sleep in your stomach for your breathing and everything for digestion. People don't even know that they're subconsciously doing that. And then people sleeping on their side usually have misalignments in their back. Some people use the pillow between their legs, of course, but really, if you're laying down, you should be sleeping on your back, so you can get a better flow. Your lungs can expand from the diaphragm better, and the lower lung, where more blood is, so you can get more oxygen to your blood, so you can be higher energy. So most people, again, they're just misaligned because of the way they lay down. That so much of yoga in a day is just to reverse all the sleeping you did. The sleeping you did in the unconscious sleeping. You need to go to sleep with a purpose. You rest the body, you leave the body. It's not like you park your car on the curb, and that'll ruin your alignment over time. It'll ruin your suspension over time. You don't park your car uh, up a hill or out of this parking spot or those type of, you don't leave it without the parking brake on if it's on a hill or whatever. You don't do these things. You don't just leave things anyway and just pass out and leave them there. So when I say go to sleep with a purpose, of course, I mean you want to recharge for a reason. You have to look at life as far as your energy, long-term goals. If you have a long-term goal, an ultimate agenda, you'll start to attract other people with that ultimate agenda. And you'll start to repel those that don't have that agenda, and you'll start to see people's agenda for what they are once you get in touch with your ultimate agenda. And having an ultimate agenda gives you lifetime energy. That gives you energy supply for the duration of that achievement of that goal from A to Z. So you have short-term goals like a car or a house or these little things that you have, anything that you have. Those short-term goals, degree, those only supply short-term energy. So again, it comes down to just cleaning the body, getting back to zero, so that the only influence or vibration really within the body is that of the self, that of the true self. And you can listen to all the other facets of the body, all the other organs and what they communicate. So be it the heart or whatever center in the body, what is communicating back to self. So it's that real. It's just, it really comes down to getting back to zero. Everything really comes down to that, because then you can see things for what they are. So you got people that have interfering or agendas that conflict with each other, that living amongst each other, there will never be a peace there. Only way that there can be peace is there is a common ground or a destiny that people can build from. And then from there, you can destroy it, move on to something else, or do whatever you want. Because at this point, you're in control of your will. You're in touch with your will. Every time you breathe is another chance to get back in touch with your willpower. So look at life in breaths. Don't look at life in time. Don't look at life in days and nights, and don't look at life in weeks or any of that. So when it comes to sleeping with other people, of course, if you look at polygamous countries, for the most part, the male sleeps alone. He doesn't. If you have multiple wives, people think it's so promiscuous to have multiple wives, but he's not going to sleep with a bunch of wives at once. You don't have all those energies with you. Sleeping or dreaming is very personal. So sleeping with another person, I'm not going to totally just say it's evil to do, but you have to be conscious of that. You got to be conscious of who you're sleeping with, who you're sleeping next to, what energies they have, the residuals from the people that they've interacted with, all that. All that goes into who you were sleeping with. And that happens, your house too, your neighborhood, all of that, because people are on grids. And you got to understand what you're in close proximity to. And like I'm saying, the springs and all that type of stuff, and your couches and your beds, it's all killing you, destroying your posture, because posture is really everything. So, Foxy, if your posture, Foxy, if your posture is fine, then you'll be able to attract what you deserve.